So, I'm here to tell you about the ResQUp and how a person in my condition, well, it's not really a condition, it being in a wheelchair, spinal cord injury, how they use a ResQUp. Right now, it's become something that I use more as a tool on an everyday basis, more than I ever imagined when I first got my hands on it. So here's an example of how I use it right now inside of our house. We spend so much time in our chairs as people that are in wheelchairs that you always have to be watching if you get a sore somewhere because you're always sitting somewhere. So one of the things that I do to help relieve that is that I like to get off onto the ground. In my living room right now, it's onto the carpet and I lay on my stomach for a while, and it just helps me with that relief. One of the hard things before I got the ResQUp was that I would have to lift myself up to where my knees are right now. So let's say it's about 20, maybe up to 30 inches up off the ground. Pretty big guy, I can make that happen fairly easy, but as I get older, it's becoming more of a struggle. Now with the ResQUp, if I do come out of my chair, I could actually use it now to get one step, get to one step, get to the second step, and get to the next step, and then just slide over. So let me give an example of that. So this is what I do when I start to want to do a little bit of relaxing at the end of the day. I actually will get out of my chair. And I normally will go ahead and I'll push my chair out of the way. And you see here, the nice part for me is that I like to be as independent as I can. And then when I do need help, that I will call somebody out, and it's not that they have to try to lift me back up. I'm not a very light guy, so that would be very hard on anybody that needed to move to get here and try to move me. It wouldn't be very easy. So now that I'm on the floor right now, you see I'll get onto the floor, I'll lay down and I'll watch TV, I'll hang out in the living room. I might read a book, but I'll do it all off the ground. So those are just some of the things that I normally do from the aspect of being in a wheelchair. But then when I want to get back out, I'll pull out my ResQUp and I'll start trying to then now get from the floor up into my wheelchair. And if you notice right now, I'm going to go, instead of me trying to get into my chair that is at this height and trying to lift myself up and just use pure grit, pure muscle, I'll go up about 3 to 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches, and 3 to 4 inches, slide over, get into my wheelchair. And I can do this whether I want to do it in the living room, the bedroom, want to go out camping, want to go do something outside. I could easily take this with me anywhere just to achieve that. So this is how I use it. So I'll get up to it, slide in. I will use my chair sometimes, because what it helps is, because I got it with me, I'll lock my brakes in, and it just gives me that little extra. All these pads that it comes with is fantastic, because me trying to on a carpet doesn't really hurt when you're on a carpet, but if you're on a road, or if you're in gravel, or if you're on linoleum or on ceramic tile, it's pretty hard on your knuckles. So this is really nice when you're using it. So all I'll end up doing is lift myself up 3 to 4 inches. Move my chair over a little bit closer. Do the same thing, 3 to 4 inches. Now, get myself lined up, and now I'm at the top level, and I've already climbed about 10 inches. Bring my chair closer again, and then about another 3 to 4 inches. Now I'm at the top. Now the beautiful part about this is that I don't have to throw myself all the way across. I just close it all up. Whoever designed this, they were thinking of me. Because now, bring my feet close enough, get my chair close. I could, if I needed more leverage, get my foot to go on, but this time I'm going to do it without it, and I'm just going to pretty much slide myself over. And what I mean by that is just lift my leg. And if I set it there, it will help. Okay, so let me do that first. And at that point, now I just get myself up, fix myself, and I'm ready to go ahead and rock and roll. But then the nice part about this is that if I also wanted to use it to get down and not have to jump so far, I could do it in reverse. And if I did that, get myself all out, and did that, whoa! So remember when I was saying, I'll lose my leverage? That's exactly what I just did. Okay.